This shit ain't nothing to me, man.
This is Boxing Before Dark.
Boxing.
Boxing.
Bang, bang, bang. Bang, bang, bang.
Before.
Boxing.
Boxing Before
Dark. This is Boxing Before Dark.
Boxing Before Dark. Holy shit. We just had
possibly card of the year. Not possibly. I think it just hands down is card of the year.
So far, I would say so. We're not going to be talking about it this time, but it was billed as Ring 3. Berlanga versus Shiraz. Shakur Stevenson versus William Zepeda. David Morrell versus Imam Kataev. It was just overall an incredible card. It was really good.
Bangers.
Yeah, if you didn't get it, if you didn't watch it, I'll say, then you missed out. Sucks to be you.
I think you can purchase the pay-per-views after on DAZN as well.
Yeah, it's
and honestly,
price.
this one might be worth the reduced price if you missed it.
I think they delay by a week. So, based on our scheduling, how we do it on B-Sides and here on Before Dark, if you wanted to wait, you could watch it, I think, for free, and then catch our recap at that same time, within the same week. But
nice.
That's just how the scheduling works out for us. Okay, so Francisco Rodriguez, adverse finding in VADA. What the shit?
Yeah. They still haven't said what it is, and it's gonna be fucking hilarious if he pops for weed again. Because that's just gonna make that beating even funnier.
Pops for weed again?
Isn't it Francisco Rodriguez that tested positive for weed, or am I being racist?
I have no idea. I don't know. Like
Give me 2 seconds.
I've only known Francisco Rodriguez from his fight with Yafai. That's all I know about him.
I might be confusing two
Rodriguez's.
Yeah, I mean it happens. No, all I'm getting is about this last one.
Adverse finding with VADA though?
Yeah.
Oh jeez. Any preliminary?
They never said anything. No exogenous testosterone or any of that sort of stuff.
Any particular drug? That's...
Yeah.
Usually they would have released it at this point.
Yeah, and I still don't see anything saying anything specific. It's just adverse findings, which usually means it's something that could maybe be explained away, such as Canelo's like tainted beef or Fury's wild boar meat or something.
Wild boar meat.
Not that I believe any of those.
Right.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
If they don't specifically say what it is, it's usually something that you could try and explain away.
Man, I can only hope. I can only think that he's going to go with the tainted beef situation.
Again, I kind of hope it's marijuana.
That
which
would be...
I don't think anybody is actually going to say is a performance-enhancing drug, and it would make me laugh. But it is still banned by VADA.
Yeah, it's banned. It's a banned substance, so there's that. As far as it being like a performance-enhancing, or like a lot of people think it's a performance-inhibiting drug, if anything.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I just think it would be the funniest thing for him to test positive for. Either way, though, I think like he just put that beating on Yafai, so
it's like a Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney, and like you can't
undo it.
Yeah. Nobody's going to unsee you getting your ass beat.
yeah. They can take away the L on your record, but it doesn't change anything.
Man, so when I was like competitive powerlifting, some of the best workouts that I ever had. I had smoked weed before, and they were just I can't explain it. It's something you like. If you know, you know. Not everybody knows. Like, weed doesn't affect everybody the same way. So hard to say.
Yeah, well, there was that snowboarder that got his gold medal taken away. I'm pretty sure it was a Canadian, because he was just high as fuck at the Olympics, apparently. Like, he didn't test kind of positive, he tested very positive.
All the positive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, like, Canada has a show jumper that's been banned for life twice from international competition, like horse jumping. But he's just so good, they keep getting his bans overturned. And he always tests positive for cocaine.
Whoa.
And I'm like, just take the cocaine away from him. Like, I don't know how that helps him jump a horse, but...
And you would have to be, like doing it right before the event. There's no way that...
No, he is just definitely addicted. Like, no question. Because I know people will make fun of it, but those show jumpers make, like, hundreds of millions of dollars doing it. And he fucks up cocaine so often that they've banned him from life and overturned it twice.
If you're gonna get caught with it, like, you have to do it within, like, 12 hours.
I think he was doing rails right before he got on his horse.
Exactly. That's how he's getting caught, is because he is straight up, like, busting rails and then gets on the horse.
Yeah, I think so.
That is incredibly fucked up. I understand that one. Same with like David Benavidez popping for cocaine. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Like, he was just partying a little too hard before the random drug test happened.
Yeah.
There are worse things that you could do with your time.
Like beating your wife.
Oh shit. Yeah.
So,
speaking of which, Gervonta Davis gets arrested for domestic violence for, what is this?
Again?
For the third time?
I think the third time. And rumor on the street, as in rumors on the internet that I have no basis for, but his girlfriend, wife, whoever, said he crashed out because he thinks his kid is gay and the kid's like 1. Like, Tank is so far in the closet, it's really affecting his life. He needs to just admit it and stop worrying about everybody else.
Very deeply furrowed brow, very deep shrug. I'm trying to narrate the reactions that I'm having to this. Like, what the fuck is... What?
I don't even know. How do you decide a 1-year-old is gay? Like... Anyways, I don't know if that's true, but rumor on the internet is that's what his significant other, the mother of the child, said. So...
Who cares, dude?
Big who cares,
Who the fuck cares? Who the fuck? So what? So the fuck what? It's still your kid, man. Like, what of all the things that you're gonna freak out about? Like, I would have thought, like, autism, just because they're not. You never know if they're gonna be functional or not. High functioning, I should say. But
yeah. Anyways, super fucking weird crash out.
Very strange.
If that's true. I mean, domestic violence crash outs are always uncalled for. Doesn't matter what the situation is.
Yeah, regardless of whether the kid is gay or autistic or whatever the fuck. Like,
it's a 1-year-old. You can't tell either of those things.
Man.
Anyways, in non-controversial news, Inoue versus MJ is in Nagoya in September.
How's that in relation to you? Like, how far is that away?
It's one of the bullet trains, so it would be a little expensive. But I have not been to Nagoya yet, and it is one of the cities I want to visit now that I've done the major ones, or most of the major ones. But it is a ticket lottery.
Oh, gross.
Yeah. So
Man, that's bullshit.
I really don't think I'll win the lottery, but I did get lucky once buying a resale ticket. So I'm gonna hold out for that. And the bullet trains, you don't have to. It's not like an airplane. You don't have to book ahead of time. Like
Yeah.
the price is just the price. So I am gonna try and go. I think I would like to make that kind of like a 3 days, 2 nights weekend thing if I can at work.
Oh yeah, go see the sights, right?
Yeah, because I've never been to Nagoya. I don't know what all's there, but I mean, there must be something.
I've
It's
heard
a big
of
city.
Nagoya. Yeah, I haven't
Yeah,
been
it-
around a lot of Japan, but I've heard of Nagoya.
It's halfway between Tokyo and Kyoto. So, anyways, I would really like to do that. I also noticed that they put it the day after Canelo's fight again.
Again.
I wonder if they're hoping for another Canelo snoozer. Because Inoue got a lot of positive press, more positive press than he would have otherwise, after he saved that Times Square Canelo Skull weekend.
That weekend was just dog shit, and yeah, he fucking saved it.
Yeah, and like, Canelo Crawford might be big. Or it's big, but it might be a good fight. I could see it being a snoozer. I've been saying I could see it being boring as fuck.
It can very well be boring as fuck. I see the avenues for it to be boring compared to like an Inoue-MJ fight, which just to me the avenues are far fewer.
Yeah. And I just kind of feel a little bit like Inoue's team or Top Rank or someone might be trying to do we can get positive press if Crawford Canelo ends up being a snoozer. We'll get that same positive
Catch
extra
lightning
boost.
twice.
Yeah. Or maybe I'm just a conspiracy theorist.
No,
but...
I think you're right. I think that they're trying to Ben Franklin here with their key on the kite,
Yeah.
and they're trying to catch it again.
Well, and like worst case scenario for them, Crawford Canelo is a great fight weekend, and people are up on boxing, and they want to watch Inoue
I want more boxing
to keep it going.
Yeah, I want more. And
So I think
where we're
either
gonna see
way, they kind of capitalize.
Yeah.
But it does suck that they put these big names on the same weekend, because then it's gonna be probably a little slow. Although there's lots of fights in September, I guess.
That's the way
I
that
can't
you had
think
put
of
it for
them,
the
but-
women's card, right?
Well, and I think I'm right. Like, who's left to fight for women in the next 6 months? Mimi. But, I mean, Mimi's not that famous. I just like her.
Clarissa Shields.
Yeah,
that's
but
about
her
it.
fights are usually really one-sided, unfortunately. And she's going to have kind of a shit undercard, I think.
Yeah, she will.
So, like, I don't know. That women's card was good, though. I know that's also next podcast, but I was pleasantly surprised by the women's card.
I need to.
That being said, I did not watch the main event, which I heard was pretty shit.
Yeah, that was actually. We were supposed to record just before it started.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I had something else I had to attend to, so I'll have to try to recap as much of that card as I can before we get there. But the main event, I can say, was
Not great.
there have been better Taylor Serrano fights.
Well, it would have been fucking impossible to beat the last one, I think.
There have been considerably better Taylor Serrano fights.
Yeah.
Man. Shall we get into the recaps?
Yes.
The recent shit.
Is this up to date? Is that the only recap?
It is. And I
Damn.
did not update it. Joe Cordina versus Jarrett Carraz. I remember Joe Cordina kind of washing it. Man, this is me being very professional.
This is what happens when we record after big cards.
Yeah.
I know I watched this. I know it was a week ago, and I have a shit memory. I think Cordina kind of won pretty convincingly, didn't he?
It was. Yeah, and this was one of those ones that was for the WBO Global
Yeah,
title
this is Cordina trying to get back into, like,
contention. Yeah.
title contention. Yeah.
It's it WBO Global versus what's the difference between the WBO World? I'm like half face palming for those who are not watching. Like how
The global is less somehow, but
than World. Global is less than World. How does that make sense? But Jack Catterall versus Harlem Eubank. That fight was sloppy as shit.
that was an ugly fight.
Yeah.
And not fun.
Where's Lynn? I need you to try to intellectualize this for me. This fight was just fucking hot garbage. I did not.
The Catterall fights are often not fun. Just not fun.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
And because it ended in a head clash in the 9th, they went to the cards.
7th.
7th. Oh, even earlier.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. Still, not good.
No. Well, and this is the one where the doctor from the other corner stopped it for Catterall, right?
That's right.
I didn't understand how that happened because Eubank did not have a bad enough cut to stop the fight. The doctor in Catterall's corner said, yeah, he can continue. That is the fight, or the cut that I assume stopped the fight.
Should have.
But then the doctor in Eubank's corner talked to the ref, and the ref waved it off.
Yes.
Like, it didn't make sense to me. And it was a bad cut. But usually they will let them go one round, see how it
There has
looks,
been...
whatever.
We have seen worse.
Way worse.
Considerably worse that has been allowed to continue beyond just a round. But, like, goddamn. So the one that Harlem Eubank had was not...
Nothing.
It was...
Like, I think I've cut my eye that bad. Got drunk and fell into a door and you slice your eye open.
Yeah, I'm trying to think, like, I'm checking my eyebrows, like, I probably have been cut worse than that.
Yeah. Well, and this one, people tell me I'm making it up, but people should go back and watch round 7. I swear to God, Catterall pulled a Tank. When he got that cut, he ran to his corner and they, like, came up to wipe his eye for him. And the ref walked over and was like, what the fuck are you doing? You can't do this.
Yeah.
And nobody has mentioned it. I'm like, why are fighters doing this? It's ridiculous.
I mean, if Tank is allowed to do it, then...
They have set the precedent.
Yep.
And it's bullshit.
Because, yeah, it was another case of the corner coming up onto the apron and doing more than they should.
Well, they shouldn't be allowed on the apron at all.
Yeah, exactly. They're not allowed on.
Yeah, I don't know. I would not recommend this. If you missed this one, just leave it.
You did better things with your time.
I don't even care if you were asleep. It was better things with your time.
That is a better use of your time, is to sleep.
And that being the only recap is fucking atrocious.
That's all we got. All right, let me...
We could do the cuts different this time because we have the half-year picks, right?
Yeah, actually, that's a good call. Let's get into that since it's only the two of us. Stoppage. We have 10 categories that we use here at Lux. So without further ado, stoppage of the year. What do you got?
Okay, I think pretty clearly KO of the year has to be Brian Norman Jr. versus Jin Sasaki.
Of course.
But I do have an honorable mention that I thought was that until Norman Jr. Takei versus Tongdi was a really fast, really brutal knockout. And there was also one on an undercard. I swear to God, it was the very first punch of the fight thrown, knocked the guy out.
Talking about this.
But I can't remember what fight it was, and I couldn't find it. This is not that, but that was also an honorable mention, but I can't remember who it was. Longtime listeners with better memories will know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, if you want to go back into the archives, you could probably find it.
Or just have a memory.
Yeah.
But anybody who remembers, please call in and tell me who it was so I can go find the damn thing again.
833-589-7637.
I really do think there is only one answer to this one.
Yeah, we had the same outcome on B-Sides, which hasn't at this point probably hasn't come out yet when you're listening to this. But my primary pick, of course, Norman over Sasaki. There is nothing else.
Yeah, there's no other KOs this year anywhere close.
My other stoppage, my honorable mention, just to give a secondary pick, was Inoue over Cardenas, just because of how awesome that fight was. Leading and starts with a knockdown over Inoue, and he rallies back, and just the last few rounds is just brutal. It's like, we don't need to see anymore. But
yeah,
they let it
which is what Inoue does.
Yeah,
when he gets
exactly.
knocked down, he gets up mad and just beats people.
Yeah, he gets fucking mad. All right, masterclass of the year. This is a pillar to post schooling. Doesn't necessarily have to be include knockdowns. Think Shakur Stevenson more than let's say Subriel Matias.
I really struggled with this one, and I know I'm missing some obvious ones. I kind of didn't do my homework and was last-minuting this, trying to think of stuff at the festival last night. But I really, really struggled with Masterclass. All I have is Tio looked fucking great against Barbosa, but Barbosa looks so shit, I don't know if that counts.
That counts perfectly. That was my honorable mention. My primary pick was Benavidez over Morel.
Okay, I can see that one.
Yeah.
It's higher weight classes that I don't watch.
But Teofimo versus Barbosa was my was one of my picks as well.
He just negated Barbosa entirely that whole fight. He didn't do anything.
His entire existence was negated in that fight.
It really was, though.
Villain of the year, I'll start here. Number one, Canelo signing with Riyadh. That definitely did not tickle my fancy. My emeritus pick is whoever lets Derek Chisora keep fighting. But
yeah,
my primary would be the Davis brothers with their shenanigans.
Yep, that's a pretty obvious one.
Yeah. They
were one of my honorable mentions. So, my honorable mentions, my first one's going to maybe surprise people, maybe not. Junto Nakatani made my villain list. I really didn't like how dirty and wrestly he was with Nishida, and he popped out his shoulder in one of those weird clinches where he judo through him. I did not like that. Did not like that. And I am a huge Nakatani fan, and it made me angry. So he's the least of my villains, but he's a villain this year. My next villain is the whole fucking Reynoso gym.
Oh, how did I forget?
Come on, guys. Everybody's fucking popping in the Reynoso gym.
At least once.
So that whole gym is my top honorable mention. The Davis brothers, I figured everyone else would pick. It's obvious. So I didn't even put them on the list. My main villain is the fucking Japanese Boxing Commission. Ooh. The JBC is not looking out for their fighters at fucking all, and I am so pissed off that they let Shigeoka back in the ring after a skull fracture. 10 months is not enough time to heal from a skull fracture.
That's like a career ender.
And I am 90% sure that they aren't going to make Jin Sasaki take any extra time off. They're going to let him back in the ring like nothing happened because he's passing all of his tests. But if you lose 6 weeks of memory, I don't care if you get them back. You need to at least get a soft touch coming back. And the JBC just isn't gonna even try and enforce anything for him. So they are my villain of the year so far. I don't think they're looking after their fighters. And as much as I absolutely love the wars and the banging style, you need somebody to look after the fighters.
Yeah, somebody has to step in on their behalf at some point.
Yeah.
If it makes you feel better, the Junto Nakatani pick, this is for non-fighting, outside of the ring behaviors. So.
Oh, okay. Well, inside the ring behavior, I think Nakatani's my villain this year. So far. And I'll forgive him after his next fight, probably. But
after he does his...
Right now, he's on my shit list.
For new face of the year, I'll start here. I had three picks. One was my emeritus. But first, Ramon Cardenas. Nobody knew who this guy was going into the Inoue fight, and he put on a fucking show. Absolutely put on a show. So I
like that pick.
He rates that, and then my number 2 was Tara Moana.
Does he still count as a new face? See, I always struggle with this.
Yeah.
Because if we talked about them last year, they're not new to me. I know.
And that's why I have my emeritus pick, which is Tenshin Nasukawa.
Oh, fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck all the way off.
Yeah. But that's like it's like same thing. Like I talked about him last year. Probably talked about him the year before.
Yeah.
I should probably stop at some point, but I'm probably not going to.
I struggle with this category because I pick like really, really new people.
Right.
So
it's not necessarily debutantes, but it's like, is Abdullah Mason still a new face? Like he's about to fight for a title.
I don't think so. Yeah. So I just thought of another one, and I want to look up his name, but I can't remember. Who's the Filipino boxer that I really talked up? That was this last year, right?
I think so.
But what's his name?
What card was he on?
So last year he fought on the Nakatani card in Osaka, and that's where I saw him live. But he's had at least 2 fights this year, I think, and won them both. But I cannot remember his name. Oh, so you're going to have to cut some of this.
No,
sorry.
It's fine.
So if I go to Nishida and that card in Osaka, I should be able to get his name off the list, right?
Nishida. Yeah, that should do it for you.
Kenneth Lover is going on my list. I knew it was a stupid name.
I remember that name.
So Kenneth Lover is my honorable mention. I mean, he's still gonna need a couple years before he really becomes anything, but new face style, I still think he makes the mention. But Makito Nakano, that was on the undercard of Inoue Cardenas, and he got that stoppage with the 5 knockdowns.
Yes.
And I believe that was his debut. Maybe not. I gotta look that up before I start talking absolute shit.
That sounds about right.
Not his debut at all. But the first time I'd seen him, so he counts as a new face.
Yeah, that's exactly what new face is. It's just somebody who surprises you.
Yeah. So he is not not that new. He's 13-0 with 12 KOs. But I had never seen him before. He's my new face of the year so far. I thought that was a super impressive performance from somebody I'd never heard of, and I follow Japanese boxing closer than most people.
Yes. Moving into fighter of the year, I'll start. I had number 2, Junto Nakatani, and then
my villain is your fighter of the year.
Well, he had like a pretty impressive year.
He did. I just thought it was funny.
Yeah, and then Brian Norman was my number one pick because he's had two like boss stoppages.
Yeah, 2 real good stoppages. I forgot to do this one.
Oh, well.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with. Who am I gonna go with? I'm just gonna pick my favorite with favoritism. Tsutsumi Seiya, or Seiya Tsutsumi, I guess. Say his name in English. He's my fighter of the year.
Yeah.
Just because.
Awesome fight.
I like him.
Daiko Higa.
Yeah. He's lined up to fight. What's his name? Brain fart. Takei next.
Yoshiki Takei. That's
Yeah.
right.
I follow him on Instagram, and he's been because he had the surgery and he's having time off. He's doing a lot of not charity work, but kind of charity work. Like he's going to all his favorite stores and doing like meet and greets and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Like guerrilla advertising and things.
Yeah.
Which has nothing to do with fighting. Honestly, I just forgot to do this one. But
Yeah, it's all
he's
right.
my fighter of the year because he's my favorite.
Let's continue. Ass whooping of the year. You had mentioned this one was tough for you as well.
When did Kim Zhu get that ass whooping?
Oh shit! With Mortazaliev. That's a
Yeah, was that
good
this year?
Question. It.
No, that was last year.
No, yeah, that was October of last year.
Shit. I gotta take that off my list then.
My first pick was Boots over Stanionis.
That was a pretty good ass
but
kicking,
he
yeah.
just completely beat his ass. And then Andy Cruz versus Hironori Mishido was my second pick.
Espinoza versus Vasquez was my pick.
Oh,
I was
Christ.
trying to come up with an honorable mention, but I mean, that was just an ass kicking start to finish.
Absolutely.
Vasquez took quite a bit of damage.
Comeback of the year. I'll start this one. This doesn't necessarily have to be coming back in the middle of a fight over, like something that was going difficult
Yeah.
for them. My first pick was Stephen Fulton over Brandon Figueroa because he got the shit beaten out of him by Inoue. The shit was not even pretty, not even close.
Yeah.
And he comes back and puts a fucking schooling on Brandon Figueroa. Unbelievable. Makes Inoue look all the more better. And,
It really does.
and then Jesus Ramos was my another career comeback. Like he got robbed by Erickson Lubin, and then he's been trying to put the pieces back together, and it's been going well. So
I did one of each. My career comeback of the year, people are gonna tell me, is a meme pick, and it's not. I picked David Allen. The White Rhino has made a resurgence. Is he going to win a world title? Probably not. But he's back in the news. He's going to get a couple big paydays out of these, I think. He got big paydays in Saudi against Johnny Fisher.
yeah,
For career comeback, Dave Allen, I think, has done very well this
That's a
year
really good
so
pick.
far.
it is.
And then in fight pick of the year, Fabio Wardley was losing every fucking minute of that fight until he
With
suddenly
Udi?
won it. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good pick.
So those are my 2 comebacks. I don't have any honorable mentions. I couldn't think of any others, but
Who did you have for upset of the year?
my upset of the year is Rolly Romero. Everybody made fun of me for that one, but
It's a
I
good pick.
called it. I mean, when I picked it in the pick league, Everybody was talking shit, saying I was just a hater, that Garcia was going to knock him out. No.
I was probably one of them.
You were.
Yeah. I did not expect that out of Raleigh. That's a really good shout.
It was a good performance.
Yeah. Mine was Roach over Tank. Even though he didn't get the nod on the cards, like, come on. We all know what we saw.
Yeah, I had that as my honorable mention, but I wasn't sure if we were allowing the contentious draw to be counted as an upset.
Non-official wins. Yeah.
Yeah.
My second pick for upset of the year was me. I paid for Fatal Fury City of the fucking Wolves. I paid for that shit. And I was treated...
You got robbed.
And I got robbed. I am upset. Very upset that I paid for that shit. So,
rightfully so. Nobody should have paid for that shit.
Yeah, that should have.
They should have given everybody their money back.
Absolutely dog shit of a card. Even bundling them together does not make me feel better. Fatal Fury was just fucking hot garbage.
And so was Canelo Skull.
Yeah,
like, the two of them were
that's part of the
hot
Fatal
garbage.
Fury. The third part of Fatal Fury is Eubank versus Ben. Those three cards were that was a good fight, but the
other two.
Yeah, the other
trash.
two, like, those are what I mean when I say I'm upset about paying for that shit.
Yeah.
Who do you have for hero of the year? Non-boxing.
Oh, non-boxing. I fucked this up then because I put Inoue and Cardenas as the heroes of the year for saving that weekend, that dog shit weekend.
I'll allow it. I will fucking allow it because
I can come up with a non-boxing hero. You tell me yours and I'll think for 10 seconds.
Yeah, because of me just saying how much Fatal Fury just... God damn it, I'm so upset with having that. I paid for that. And,
yeah.
And so for Inoue and Cardenas, like, yeah, that's hero shit right there. Like, I mean,
it wasn't just them. It was that whole card saved the weekend.
So then it would be Top Rank, right?
Yeah, I guess Top Rank is my boxing hero of the year. I don't really like saying that out loud, but Top Rank has been providing good matchups when a lot of the other promoters don't. I mean, Pro Box is good. Pro Box always has good fights, but they're not big fights. They're just good fights. So
couldn't say it better myself. For hero, my secondary pick was Mizuki Hiruta, Mimi, for her dope ring attire.
Just everything. Yeah. She seems so fun.
She seems like a fun person to hang out with.
Yeah.
My emeritus pick was Pro Box because Pro Box is good.
Pro Box is good.
They put on the good shit. My main pick was Al Heyman. Like, we found out about him paying for Pritchard. He was like taking care of Pritchard Cologne's family.
Yeah.
Medical bills, living expenses. He's been taking care of them. So, like, nobody knew.
Yeah, and like, it's still a great thing to do, even if everybody knows. But when you do it quietly, it means more. Yeah. It really does.
Yeah, that's why I picked him as my hero. Like, I favor like Al Heyman over the other promoters, but this isn't. I don't know. This is just on a different level of like taking care of your guys. And Pritchard Cologne wasn't even one of his guys. He just took care of him for the sake of doing it.
For the good of the sport.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And fight of the year, last pick. What do you got?
Okay, so I got 3, and of course I'm quite biased, always. Everybody likes me for my biases, I think. My non-biased, or not because of my bias pick, Eubank versus Ben was a banger. I really
Excellent.
did enjoy that. As much as it's Brit slop, it's a manufactured fight that never should have really happened. It was fun as fuck, and I liked it. I liked the fight itself, like all action, the kind of shit that I love, very little defense. But this one I even liked the build up a little. I really liked Eubank Sr. Chris Eubank Sr. is fucking hilarious and such a
is
weird
funny.
cat.
He's weird.
And yeah. And his coat, his I hate my son, he's disrespecting the sport, he's embarrassing me, and then showing up on fight night with a shit-eating grin of, oh yeah, you guys all believed me, in his fucking fur coat. Everything about it was great. They nailed the handicap, I think, on Eubank size-wise.
Yeah.
Like, in all honesty, without that weight and that rehydration clause, Eubank knocks Ben out.
Probably.
But
yeah.
they weight drained him and dehydrated him just enough to get a banger fight.
And they
Whoever,
fucked him on 0.05 of a pound.
yeah,
That is
No,
nuts.
yeah, 0.05 of a pound,
Yep.
05, not half a pound.
Nope.
It was half an
0.05.
ounce.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking crazy. My other honorable mention for fight of the year is Taraji versus Akui. Not fight of the year because that was a bullshit stoppage and they robbed Akui of his upset of the year, in my opinion. That's the one where they stopped it in the 12th round. He was rocked, but he hadn't gone down. He wasn't laying on the ropes, and they didn't even give him a count.
Yeah.
They waived it. It was crazy. Bullshit. But the fight up to then was a banger. And for me, fight of the year is Tsutsumi versus Higa 2, the one in February.
That was excellent.
My favorite fighter, my favorite style. They both got knocked down. I thought Higa was fucking out. He went face first to the
he
canvas
face-planted.
and got up.
Yeah.
Nobody does that. Like, nobody goes face first and gets back up in time for the count. And it also has a soft spot because this was the card that my brother was visiting. So the first time I've gone to a professional fight with my brother, his very first card. And yeah, fight of the year for me.
Oh, he got spoiled.
Oh, so spoiled.
He got spoiled.
Yeah, it'll never be matched. But in all honesty, he'll probably never go to another fight because we live in the middle of nowhere and it's just prohibitively expensive. But that's my fight of the year, and nobody can say that wasn't a banger.
They didn't
And
watch
it ended in a
See-
draw.
It's the only
Like-
way they could say is that they didn't watch it. That's
Yeah.
how they could say it wasn't banger. My primary pick was Bevo Better Be of 2. Just had a larger implications for the sport than
Yeah, if you're counting the
The
effect on
magnitude
the
of the
sport,
event,
yeah, for sure.
which would have been Satsumi Higa, because that fight was just excellent. And Isaac Cruz versus Angel Fierro, that was another one that went under the radar, just because it was on a bigger card, but it was action packed from start to finish.
Yeah, Pitbull's hardly ever in a boring fight. I can't think of a single one, really.
That's it for the picks.
Yeah.
All right, let me get this housekeeping shit out of the way here. Wherever you're listening, hit us with a rating or a review. What helps? It's the small, like the ladder of things you could do. Starting at the bottom is just leaving a rating. If you don't feel like you're gonna leave a 5, 833 Lux Pods. Tell me what's up. Tell me how I can fix it, because I want to give you the best experience possible. Moving up, fucking reviews help a lot. More than a rating does. And then all the way to the top, Patreon, LVX Media Net over there. It's the same handle that we use everywhere. So if you want to get in touch with us on social media, you're more than welcome. LVX Media Net. And lvx.be/discord. That's if you want to get in touch with us like fucking real time. And you want to meet other people like that, like from Ultimate Effing Casuals, from B-Sides, Shanada and I here. We're all in the Discord, so if you want to...
I spend too much time on the Discord.
Me too. More than I should. Positive news on that front that I'll share with you after the fact. But let's take a really quick break here, and then we'll be back. What if a small natural step could make a profound difference in your daily well-being? Many of us grapple with everyday stress, looking for natural ways to support our mood, our mental resilience, and our overall vitality. The answer might lie in nature's wisdom. Support for this episode is from psilocybin, a powerful psilocybin mushroom in a convenient microdosing capsule. Revered in traditional practices, psilocybin is gaining recognition for its remarkable benefits in mental health. With psilocybin, you're choosing a natural path to holistic wellness. I feel it's incredibly important to say that this isn't a substitute for professional medical advice, it's just a really good supplement. Of the 3 blends, I've tried the Inner Peace blend, and I can tell you from the beginning I felt a greater sense of calm and mental clarity. I've been juggling with some unfortunate stressors, and I've been doing it with a lot more resilience. But psilocybin is more than just a supplement, it's a step towards a more harmonious you. If you want to have a look at what psilocybin has to offer, go to lvx.be/psilocybin, that's SOULCYBIN, and use the code LuxMedia to get yourself a nice discount. Help us out a little bit in the process. Take the first step towards inner peace and clarity. Nurture your nature with nature. lvx.be/psilocybin. Use code LuxMedia. In today's connected world, your digital life is always on. You shop, you bank, you connect with friends and family. All of this happens online. But with every download, every click, there lurks a hidden danger: viruses and other cyber threats. One wrong move and your personal data, your photos, even your identity could be at risk. And that's a scary thought. You need more than just hope or vibes. You need proven protection. Support for this episode is from Malwarebytes. It's your digital shield, constantly detecting, blocking, and eliminating the nastiest shit that you can find online. Think of it as your personal cyber guardian, always on watch so that you don't have to be. With Malwarebytes, you can browse, bank, enjoy your online life with confidence. No more worrying about malware, phishing scams, ransomware, or any of that other nasty shit. Enjoy secure access to what matters most to you. Protect your digital world, protect your peace of mind. Take Malwarebytes for a trial run today. Go to lvx.be/mwb and invest in your online security today. Support for this episode is from Ramen Bay. You love ramen, but wish it had more, fresh toppings that take it from good to epic. But who has time for all that chopping and shit? Well, get ready to level up your noodle game with Ramen Bay. It's the ultimate topper that brings big flavor and incredible texture right into your bowl in seconds. Imagine perfectly seasoned beef or seafood, vibrant vegetables, or savory mushrooms, all freeze-dried to lock in peak freshness and flavor. Just sprinkle as much Ramen Bay as your heart desires as you're boiling up your hot ramen, stir, and watch it transform. Pop quiz, hotshot. What's tiny, fuzzy, and responsible for a large portion of the food we eat? If you guessed bees, well, you nailed it. Seriously, 1 out of every 3 bites on your plate depends on bees. So there's a bit of bad news here. These little heroes of our gardens and dinners are struggling. Between habitat loss, climate change, and pesticides, it's a fucking bummer. Without them, our world would look a lot different and it would be a lot less delicious. But there is good news. Support for this episode is from Project Honeybees. So when you pick out something nice for someone special, or just something nice for yourself, your purchase adopts a queen bee that you get to name and get to watch over, and you'll support the protection of these extraordinary little creatures. Ready to make a statement and a difference? Go to lvx.be/bees and start browsing for your next gift. Your next favorite accessory can also be a lifeline for our buzzing buddies. Project Honeybees. Get yourself a nice little discount, help us out a little bit in the process, and help save the fucking world. lvx.be/bees. Use code LEO33862. Buzz, motherfucker. Alright, so let's get into some upcoming shit.
This is looking pretty light as well.
Yeah, but we did good with the mid-year picks. Well,
On topic filler this time instead of bullshit filler.
yeah. Really looking up this card, like this is all British stuff. Even the co-main, Lawrence Okoli versus Kevin Lorena. I'm going to struggle through this one, but whatever. I'll be watching.
Yeah. I honestly don't recognize most of the names on the Usyk Dubois undercard.
Yeah, because Usyk Dubois is really the only thing that matters. It's 2-time undisputed? I don't think so.
I mean, I know he dropped a belt, but Usyk's just undisputed. He never lost it.
Exactly.
in my mind.
Yeah,
I do think this is going to be an interesting fight, though. I do think Dubois is better than the last time they fought.
Yeah, that's a good point. Is that Dubois is better.
I don't think Usyk has gotten any worse, even though he's aged and stuff. I don't think Usyk is worse. But I do think Dubois is better. And I don't really know how that's going to play out.
I mean, it makes sense.
So, Usyk is smaller and all that stuff that he's always been at heavyweight. So it really just is, can Dubois adjust enough? In my mind, that's the question. Usyk's going to come out and do Usyk things, and nobody has figured out how to beat Usyk doing Usyk things. But Daniel Dubois gave him a really good fight the first time, and Dubois is better. So is Dubois going to be the first one to crack him? I don't think so. I personally don't think so. I still think Usyk's going to get the decision. I think that's how it's going to go. But I think it's much more up for question than it was the first time.
That I can agree with. Yeah. I'm not... I'm a... how do you put it? I'm a Daniel Dubois truther. I don't think that was a low blow. I think that...
No, it was not a low blow.
I think that Usyk got caught with a good body shot and...
Oh, no, sorry. I said that backwards. That was definitely a low blow. It was below the belt.
Yeah, that's...
It doesn't fucking matter. It was so close and the ref called it. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying, I think the ref made a call. It's
not a bad call.
It's not a bad call.
Anyone who says it's a bad call is...
No.
On crack. That is a perfectly acceptable in the moment call by a referee.
In that position, we have the benefit of all sorts of camera angles.
And you're also, the people who say it wasn't a low blow are going by fucking stills. It's not even slow motion that you guys are arguing with. It's stills from video.
I'm trying to give Dubois the benefit of the doubt here. I think... so
you think he's going to target the body? Is
yes,
that going to be the plan?
I think Dubois is going to work the body again. He's going to be... I'm hopeful that they did on Andrew Galata, sort of put trunks on the heavy bag so that he knows
where to hit,
what's low and what's not. That's what I'm thinking.
That works so well for Galata.
Well, Dubois is also not a fucking moron.
Isn't he? I mean, that's a strong statement, Leo.
In the
Dubois
classical
kind of
sense.
a fucking idiot.
In the classical sense, yes, he might be a moron, but... No, I think he can figure it out.
I don't know. I think Usyk does Usyk things, and Usyk figures out how to win.
That's a tough ask for, like, even if Tyson Fury couldn't fucking do it, Anthony Joshua couldn't do it. Nobody can. I sincerely doubt, as much as I want to believe in him, Deontay Wilder would have never figured out Usyk things.
No. Usyk. I honestly think Usyk might have knocked out Deontay Wilder even in his best.
I recall you saying this before. This is not a new.
No, this is not a new take. No. But that being said, I do think Dubois is better, and he gave Usyk a very hard fight the first time. And Dubois could be the first person to really figure it out.
He could be.
Maybe. But I don't think so. I have faith in Usyk, and I just think he's gonna do it again. Usyk's gonna figure out a way to win. He always does. And I just don't think Dubois can handle the craftiness and the shiftiness of the little rabbit, as Fury says. Rabbits are hard to catch, man. And if you can't catch it, you can't kill it.
Isn't that the Rocky with the chickens?
Yeah.
Chase the chicken around because it's hard to catch?
But, like, rabbits are even harder. You have to set traps.
Course.
And I don't think Dubois is a trap setter.
No, I don't think so either.
So.
Let's move on. The Matchroom Boxing at the Star in Frisco.
Are you skipping the...
Yes, I am.
Okay. I'm excited for this main event.
Me too. 2 cards coming up. Like, Arturo Popoca. I recognize that name, but Nishant Dev. That's the Indian Olympian. I don't think
I don't watch the Olympics. I don't recognize Nishant Dev. But
yeah, he's 2-0, so like there's not a whole lot to really recognize here. But
fighting Omar Rosales at 9-5. Oh, yeah.
9-5 is a pretty good step up when you're 2-0.
Yeah, no, I just meant like it's a very reasonable opponent.
Yes.
You usually just read both names.
Good point. Diego Pacheco versus Trevor McCumbee. This is
going to be interesting.
Yeah.
McCumbee really impressed me against Plant. And I don't know that Diego Pacheco has had a very good test yet.
It'll be interesting.
Like, I can't think of who Pacheco's toughest opponent was.
Steven Nelson?
Who's Steven Nelson?
The guy,
I just don't know who it is.
He came in with the jean shorts, the sagging jean shorts trunks. You remember that?
Yeah. I remember the trunks, but I
don't remember the fight.
I don't remember the fight at all. I remember the trunks and being angry.
It was a tough battle for Pacheco. So, like...
Okay.
He got
But do you think that's a bigger test than McCumbee?
No. I think it's a comparable test to McCumbee.
Okay. Like I said, McCumbee really impressed me against Plant.
Yeah.
I was surprised. So I'm excited for this fight. I do think Pacheco's just good, though. But I don't think we've seen how good Pacheco is yet. Like, I don't think he's had a really hard fight where we see what he's really made of. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
He might be a bit of a hype job, and I'm just drinking the Kool-Aid. I don't know.
If you're drinking the Kool-Aid, so am I. I'm thinking that Diego Pacheco is going to make better, easier work of this than Caleb Plant did.
Yeah,
That's
I kind
a
of think
low
so
bar
as
to
well.
get over. Because
I don't think it's that low a bar. Caleb Plant is a very good boxer. He's on the downside of his career.
Yeah.
But Caleb Plant is a very good boxer. And if McCumbee put hands on Plant like that, you have to be a good boxer to beat him. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that this means Pacheco obviously beats everybody at the weight or anything. I'm just saying if Pacheco can convincingly beat Macumbi, I think it really
It says a lot.
puts him up at that kind of world-class level, and he's young. He's only 24. He's still got lots of time. So I'm excited for this. I'm excited to see how Pacheco handles it, because apparently Macumbi has a bit of power, and he's got the skills to land it sometimes, at least. Like I said, Caleb Plant's on the downside of his career, I think, but at the height of his career, people were talking like he was real good. Like
Canelo beater, even.
Well, and he gave Canelo a hard fight. Like, I don't know. I'm excited for this one. I think it's going to show us a little bit more of what Pacheco's made of.
Speaking of being young and having plenty of time, Austin Williams has none of that. He's at 29. He's facing Etinosa Oliha. I don't know who that is.
I don't either.
I'm expecting this is a soft touch for Austin Williams.
He's from Italy. He's 21-9, and it looks like he's only ever fought in Italy and Germany. So I don't have very high expectations.
Yeah.
This does look like a soft touch for Austin Williams.
Relatively speaking, is this a soft touch? Jesse Rodriguez versus Pumelele Cafu.
No.
Not a soft touch?
Cafu, not a soft touch. Cafu is better than people think. I know nobody knows who he is, but I watched his fight against Tanaka, and it was good.
Hell. He gave him hell that fight.
Yeah, that
Absolutely.
was a really good fight. Everybody should watch that fight, number one. Number two, I still think Bam wins. And Bam's not going to get the credit for finally beating a world-class opponent that isn't over the hill. This is going to be that fight. This is going to be the fight where Bam finally beats somebody in their prime who is that good.
A contemporary.
Bam's going to get no credit because Cafu's from South Africa and nobody except the diehards like me know who he is. But this is going to be that fight. And if Cafu upsets Bam, I will be shocked. But I'm not putting it at a 0. Like, there's like a 15% chance. Maybe.
Yeah.
10% chance. Like, it's low. But this is going to be the hardest test Bam's ever had. I'm saying it right now.
Yeah, like you said, people who listen to Boxing Before Dark, like, you've heard of Cafu, if nothing else because we mentioned him. Yeah, this is going to be a good... I don't know if it's going to be his hardest test or his best test, but it is a test.
Well, in my opinion, Cafu's a harder test than Sonny Edwards. But people knew who Sonny Edwards was. I think Cafu beats Sonny Edwards if he had fought him at the time that Bam fought him.
That is interesting.
Maybe contentious. But I'm just saying, I think Cafu is at least as hard a test as Sonny Edwards.
Yeah. I could put it in that category. Like, everybody thinks right now that Bam is just like a old man
killer.
Yeah. No. This is good. Just because you haven't heard of him, you may not have heard of him, does not mean that he's not good. His fight with Kosei Tanaka was impressive. Pumelele Cafu, check him out. You would do yourself a service to do a little film study here.
Yeah, he's legit fun, exciting, and skilled.
Yeah.
But he hadn't fought outside South Africa before Tanaka, I don't think. And so nobody knew who he was, but I went and found some highlights before that, and his opponents were maybe not so great. But Cafu's the real deal. Not as real as Bam. Like, Bam's gonna win this. I'm 100% I'm 90% sure Bam's going to win this. You're never 100% in boxing, really, but...
Especially when you have a sleeper like Cafu, like you don't want to lean too hard in the Bam direction, which I was thinking like this is like a 95%.
Yeah, no, it's hard in the Bam direction. Like,
don't sleep
I'm not
on
saying
Cafu.
it's not, but when Bam beats Cafu, people need to give him his flowers.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. That's actually the perfect way to cap it off, is when Bam beats Cafu, give him his flowers, because Cafu's legit.
Yeah, but I see Bam winning and maybe making it look easy because Bam's just that good, and everybody's gonna be like, he fights old men and fucking nobodies, is what everyone's gonna say. I can hear it already. And anybody who says that can meet me in a field and I will fight your ass.
Speaking of Old Man Slayer, in where's this at? The MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. Mario Barrios.
I don't even want to watch this.
Versus Manny Pacquiao. If this is pay-per-view,
It's gonna be pay-per-view. It has to be.
Definitely paying for it. Definitely gonna pay for it. I'm not gonna pay for it. Fuck that.
I might, because it's basically free in Japan because it comes on at like 4 a.m. But
there's some good fights though here. Brandon Figueroa versus Joet Gonzalez. That's a good fight. Joet is unheralded but tough, really tough.
I like Joet.
Yeah,
I think he loses, but I do like him.
He's gonna lose because he's gonna stand and bang. And standing and fucking trading with Brandon Figueroa is just like a really bad idea.
Stupid.
Yeah,
but he has to stand and trade because he's giving up 3 inches of height and probably 3 inches of reach, I assume.
Close to that.
So, like, what's your plan if it's not to get to the inside and bang? But the problem is Brandon Figueroa is good at inside fighting.
Yeah, pretty much if your name isn't Stephen Fulton, getting on the inside of Brandon Figueroa is a really bad idea.
But staying on the outside isn't going to work for Gonzalez, so what the fuck's he supposed to do?
Yeah, guess you're going to have to try to dive in and make it work.
I do think it's going to be fun to watch, though. As much as we're saying this is going to be a one-sided beating, I don't think it's going to be uninteresting.
It'll be entertaining. It might be beating of the latter half.
Yeah, I
potential.
could see the damage accumulating, but I think it's going to be a fun fight to watch while it lasts.
Speaking of fun fights to watch, Isaac Cruz versus Angel Fierro, the rematch. This was one of my shouts, like we already did for Fight of the Year. But
yeah, I'm going to watch this.
This will be good.
No chance I'm missing this. As much as we're talking shit about the main event, this card might be worth pay-per-view prices. The undercard is stacked.
I might have to retract my really forced grunt of not paying for this.
Because I would pay for these 3 fights.
Yeah. These 3 alone
are...
Oh, but if they put it at like a high dollar value here in the U.S.
No, maybe not
much.
Maybe not $80 US, but if it's like $50 US.
Yeah, that I can handle that. Sebastian Fundora versus Tim Tszyu, the rematch.
I am so nervous for Tim Tszyu.
You don't think
so
he's
nervous.
over it? You don't think he's over the...
I don't think he's over it. I do not think he's over it. I think he's going to get in the ring with Fundora and he's going to have Vietnam flashback. Did you watch the little, like, I don't know what they called them, but it's not a hype video, but the, like, background video they did for this one?
I haven't seen it.
Okay, you should watch it. Tim Tszyu talking about that cut, you can hear it in his voice still.
That it's still bothering him?
It's still bothering him. 100% it's still bothering him. Because Zhu was winning that fight until the cut. Hands down, he was winning that fight. I know it's only 2 rounds, but he was putting a beating on him for those 2 rounds.
Okay, yeah.
And then even right after the cut, he was still putting a beating on him, but as the fight went on, it stopped.
More and more blood. Yeah.
I swear to God, he must have been getting lightheaded. He lost so much blood in that fight. Like, legitimately blood loss, really, I think, was...
I was thinking the same thing as they were going into the later rounds. Like, why are we still doing this? My man
He's lost a pint and a half of blood.
Right.
Like,
he's a liter low right now. What do you think about maybe pulling the plug here?
No, I know people are probably going to be like, oh, you're overreacting and you're exaggerating and stuff. I think he lost enough blood that he was probably starting to get a little lightheaded and a little woozy. That was a lot of blood.
That was bad.
I don't know. I'm nervous for Tim Tszyu. If he's over it, I think he outboxes Fundora. I think Tim Tszyu, mentally on point, beats Fundora pretty easily without any cuts. I don't know if Tim Tszyu's mentally on point. They put out 2 YouTube episode things. One was Pacquiao and Barrios, and the other is Tim Tszyu and Fundora. And both are actually pretty well done. Like, both are worth a watch, but the Pacquiao one made me sad because he's just an old man trying to not be an old man. But the Tim Tszyu one made me worried. The Fundora one, I'm like, fuck, I still like Fundora. Like, it's not that I don't like Fundora.
He's a fun character.
He's so dorky and lovable. I don't know how else to put it. Like, him and his sister are such geeks.
Yeah, that's what I liked about her.
No, but they're very likable.
Yeah.
Honest to God, like, I'm not cheering against anyone here, but I am cheering for Tim Tszyu to be over his PTSD.
Fingers crossed.
Even if he loses, but looks like he's not scared, I'll be happy.
Main event: Mario Barrios versus Manny Pacquiao. I don't have a lot of positive things to say about this.
I think this is a huge waste of time.
The 3 fights before are good, but like this is a waste of everybody's time. I don't know why they're doing this.
I've said this before, and we don't have to spend very much time on it, but if Pacquiao wins, what happens to the division?
Is he gonna fight Brian Norman? Don't fucking think so.
But Pacquiao's not gonna walk away a belt holder. Pacquiao is going to take another fight. There is no fucking chance he retires while he's holding a belt.
Yeah, it's just a matter of who's it going to be.
But I don't want to see him fight any of them.
I don't either.
Like, this is what I mean. Like, best case scenario, if Pacquiao wins, he retires. And the belt is just vacant. Waste of time for the division. When Barrios beats Pacquiao, because Pacquiao's fucking 47 and has no speed, and his whole style is based around speed, we're back where we started. Why are we doing this?
Throwing my hands up in...
Like, I don't get it.
No idea.
Why? Why are we doing this? All I want is for Pacquiao to lose and not get hurt badly. That's what I want.
That's the best we can hope for.
Which puts us exactly where we are right now in the division with the belts and everything.
Right.
Huge fucking waste of time.
Mario Barrios is the weakest champion, and he's stalling for time before he has to face anybody who actually matters.
Well, and, like, getting big money and everything else. I understand why Barrios is doing this. And I kind of understand why Pacquiao is doing this, as much as I think it's super stupid. But I don't understand why the commission is letting this happen. I don't know. It's money. Like, I guess I understand. It's money. But goddamn, it's so stupid and unethical and a waste of time for the sport. And God forbid Pacquiao actually fucking gets real hurt. Imagine if Barrios kills Pacquiao.
That's
You laugh,
it's not
but-
something to laugh at. No, that's not something to laugh at.
I mean, it is a possibility.
It is.
And imagine how bad for boxing that is.
That's that's what I'm laughing at. Is like how fucking terrible. What it's. I don't have words. Like heaven fucking forbid that happens, but it's
It would be
not
terrible.
It's not out of
And
the realm of possibility.
I don't want to jinx anything, and if it does happen, nobody come at me for jinxing it. But I don't think the risk reward is enough on this one. They're gonna make a bunch of money. But the fucking downside of the bad outcome is not worth it. To me, I guess fucking Suleiman doesn't give a shit, but
Barrios.
just imagine the press if Pacquiao dies in the ring.
The only thing, my saving grace here, and this is just like a small glimmer of hope, is that Barrios fucking sucks.
Barrios does kind of suck.
He fucking
And that's
sucks.
everybody's glimmer of hope. Like, but is it really worth the risk?
No, to me it's not, of course.
Like, I don't, who is this? This is the WBC?
Yeah.
The WBC is the greediest of the fucking organizations, in my opinion. They make the most money-centric risk-reward assessments. Like, money weighs more to them than it does to a reasonable human being for risk-reward assessment.
I wonder if they're related to the JBC.
The fucking JBC is a different matter. The JBC is cultural bullshit. But anything I say now, I'm just going to sound racist, so I will stop. But the JBC is all about we need to showcase the Japanese warrior spirit. And who are we to stop people who want to make bad decisions? You're the fucking commission. You're the safety commission. It's your fucking job to stop people from making bad decisions.
You're the one that's supposed to stop people from making terrible decisions.
But no unnecessary rants today.
All right. Anything more for the upcoming cards?
No, I don't think so. I am not excited for Barrios Pacquiao.
Fortunately,
That
the
undercard
weekend
is pretty
good.
stacked. Yeah, the weekend is good.
All right, let me do this. You've been listening to Boxing Before Dark, a Lux Media production. If you are just dying to tell us how fucking casual you think we are, you can be a duck. You can text our anonymous line, 833-589-7637. If you want to stand on your business, call, leave a voice message, or send a voice note in WhatsApp. And if you're entertaining enough, you might make the final cut of the show. 833-LUX-PODS. If you prefer to hit us up on social media, the account name is LVX Media Net, all one word. It's the same on YouTube, Instagram, Blue Sky, and all the rest of that shit. If you can't find us, chances are we're not on it. If you want to get yourself hooked up with the ad-free versions of the episodes and help us out a little bit in the process, look us up on Patreon, LVX Media Net. It's over there just like everywhere else. Even if you don't sign up on Patreon, you can still help us out by checking out our ad sponsors. You can also help by giving us a rating and a review on whatever app you're listening on. And don't forget, shop.lvx.be if you want to snag some threads. Intro and outro music by Middle of Nowhere Beats, and for more shows like the one you just listened to, go to lvxmedia.net. All right, so we're heading into Usyk Dubois, Bam Cafu, Barrios Pacquiao. Parting words.
I am most excited for Bam Cafu. That is my
That's your
my
main
fight
event.
of the weekend. Yeah, that's my main event of the weekend for sure.
Fortunately, Usyk and Dubois line up in such a way that you won't miss Bam Cafu. Anybody who's in the West, the timing should work out well.
That is lucky.
For you, Usyk Dubois be what in the middle of the night, and then bam Cafu even later or more further into the morning.
Yeah, I think the British cards usually start at about 4 a.m. So the main event's usually like 6, which sometimes I just don't wake up for them. This one I'll wake up for to watch live and hang out with people on Discord, and then the American main events are usually like 10 a.m.
Not terrible.
No, that's not terrible. But if I want to watch the American undercards, I gotta wake up for like 7. Which sucks on a Saturday.
Quite. All right, let's leave it there. That's it for this edition of Boxing Before Dark.
What's the thing? It is getting dark and my batteries are low.
My battery is getting low. I looked it up. It's a single battery. It's getting dark and my battery's getting low.